You may have heard or even seen in a helicopter this morning. Both the city of Hamilton and the RBG started an aerial spray to reduce the population of spongy moths, formerly called gypsy moths, in areas that are out of control.
Yeah, they're an invasive species that feeds on tree leaves, in some cases evergreen needles. As Melissa Danabalan tells us, the spray doesn't fully remove the caterpillars, it just regulates their population.
Spraying highly populated areas with a pesticide called BTK.
It infects the spongy moth larval form, and eventually it causes enough of an infection that it kills them. And so the reason we sprayed is that we've had two really bad years of complete defoliation.
The city of Hamilton says staff members do ground sprays as well, but aerial sprays are only allowed when the population is out of control, which is why only some locations were sprayed today.
When the population reaches the threshold of 2,500 egg masses per hectare, that would warrant control. The areas we sprayed today were well beyond that. We were looking in and around 5,000 to, in some areas, 10,000 egg masses per hectare.
Charlie Briggs from the Royal Botanical Gardens says it has minimal impact on the environment and other insects, but it can still harm other caterpillars as well. He says it had to be done.
We have to treat them, or else they consume all the food that's left over for the future generations of other butterfly and moth species.
Trees that were impacted do recover and grow back more leaves in a few weeks if they're healthy. But if it happens multiple times, it could be problematic.
That could be as simple as they lose a couple of branches to all the way to, the tree does not leaf back out and it ends up having to be taken down.
As a result, so far, only a handful of trees had to be taken down in the city.
And for people at home who are dealing with this issue in their yards, Briggs says you could take a few steps to prevent it.
Throughout the winter, if you notice egg masses like this, you can scrape them all off. And later on, when they're caterpillars,
you're going to see them gathering all over the tree. And if you're able to skirt the tree with a piece of burlap and twine, you'll find the caterpillars hidden under it during the heat of the day. And you're able to collect them and dispose of them in soapy water.
You can also buy BTK at stores. Today was the first aerial spray. The second application will be done in about 7 days. Melissa Danabalan, CHCH News.